Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and to a brand new and, as you can tell, very much needed video. So today my kids' room is an absolute tip and I just want to get it all sorted nice and clean and tidy before I basically put all of the Christmas decorations up in their room and basically kit out their room for Christmas. So I wanted to really give it a good clean and tidy. And I hope that they'll be very pleased when they come back from school because it's just an absolute state at the moment. They both are actually sharing this room at the moment as well, although my 5-year-old does tend to come into my bed every night, like in the middle of the night. But anyway, this is their shared space. So the first thing that I am doing is just taking all of the furniture out of this corner. I need to give it a really good clean. So I'm going to give it a little hoover and also a wipe down. And then I'm also going to do a little bit of moving around with furniture just to try and make the room flow a little bit more, because as you would have seen where the desk is, it's just a little bit of a awkward and cramped space, especially if they want to do some drawing. Like, there's not much space for one of them, to be honest, never mind two. So I wanted to just move things around. I'm also taking everything off of this unit, like I said, giving it a good clean, and then I will put things back and just change things up a little bit. So as you can see, I am bringing in the cleaning supplies and also a well-needed coffee. I've been up since 5 a.m. and actually I'm really hot doing this cleaning video as well. So I think it just made me really exhausted and I needed a pick-me-up coffee to get me through this. I think it took me about 45 minutes to clean this room, and it's not like an overly big room, although it's a decent size, but there's just so much stuff everywhere that I needed to move, and that's mainly what takes so long, is the tidying as opposed to the cleaning. But as you can see, I'm giving everywhere a wipe down with, like I said, my Method cleaner. I always use the same products. Oh, and you can see it's very dirty there. I don't move things around very much. And yeah, I'm going to give it a quick hoover as well, and then I am moving things about a bit just to make things flow, like I said, and hopefully this works well. I also wanted access to this plug, so that's why I put the table there, because there's two like sockets, they're double sockets, but there's two in this room, and both of them currently have been hidden, so one behind the cube unit and the other one behind the book storage. So I thought if I move the table there, it's a little bit easier. I still have to kind of crawl under the table to put anything in there, but it makes it slightly easier. And then I'm going to go ahead and put everything back once I kind of realize where everything's going. Now that the cube unit is basically all filled, which is again really annoying because it's just loads of little bits and pieces that I have to put in there and make it kind of presentable. I mean, I'm sure that this will get wrecked in about 2 seconds when my kids get home, but I also put the table here, as I said. For some strange reason, I didn't think it was a good idea to clear the table before I moved it, but I'm now clearing it away and then I will give it a quick wipe down. There's like lots of marks on this table. It's about 3 years old, but it works really well. And my son's magnet tiles are inside like the little boxes. So again, it's good hidden storage. So I just keep them in there. And when he wants to play with them, he can just quickly lift the lid and get them out. But yeah, I'm going to give it a quick wipe down and then pop the stools underneath. Although I think I need to take another one out when I need to do my daughter's bed on the top, because it's hard for me to get up there. I am 5'7", but it's a bunk bed and it's very high. So I usually use a stool, but I'm now working on the book area. And as you would have seen in my last YouTube short, I switched out all of the autumn books for Christmas ones. So I'm just kind of moving things about again, making sure it looks nice and presentable. And then I'm going to move the toy storage, like the soft toys. I actually thought I'd probably have to bring it downstairs just because I didn't think it would fit, but it's a perfect fit, so I am very glad. Then moving on to the bunk beds, and I do not recommend this, but I did stand on the window ledge just to get up to where her head is, so I could just chuck everything down before I climbed up the ladder. I did lock the window before I did this because it was wide open, and safety first, I do not want an accident, but I am just taking everything off of the top bunk, giving it a bit of a tidy, like making her duvet cover a lot neater, putting her soft toys a little bit neater as well. I don't think I did show like the end result, so if I did not, I will insert a picture here as well. And then I'm moving on to my son's at the bottom, which is far easier but also still annoying to tidy just because it is bunk bed, and I just find them super hard to like change the bedding or just make it look nice and neat. But like I said, I will change their bedding to their Christmas bedding shortly. Working on the bottom bunk, which is a lot easier and less messy than the top one, but my son does have a thing of flinging his duvet onto the floor, which is a little bit annoying. And he also has started drawing on his bed, like on paper, but it goes through onto his sheet, so I do need to have a word with him to basically just use the table if he's doing drawing or writing or anything like that. But like I said, this is a lot quicker to do. And then I'm going to work on clearing the floor, ready to hoover. also completely forgot that I did actually clean the windows and window ledge next. So I gave it a quick spray and wipe down for basically cleaning and tidying up my daughter's books and the shelves that they are on, and also like the long shelf as well. This was the easiest and quickest way to show you that I tidied the books just because of the angle and the height, but I did give the long ledge that you can see on the right hand side a wipe down as well. I then gave the floor a really good and well needed hoover. I do find that a lot of hair gets stuck on this carpet, and the easiest way to get it off is with the nozzle as opposed to the like proper large head. So that's why a lot of the time you will see that I'm doing this. And then I also gave the mirror a quick spritz and wipe down as well, making sure it felt and was very clean and tidy. And that is basically the end of this video. I'm so pleased that I managed to get the time to do this. It was very well needed, as you've seen with the first clip at the beginning of this video, but now this room is all ready and prepped for making it lovely for Christmas. So thank you guys so much for watching and for sticking around for this video, and I will see you in my next one.